Delighted to be joined here now by Ciara Trant, Dublin's goalkeeper, hopefully ahead of the TG Carroll Ireland Ladies Football Final against Meath at Croke Park next weekend. It doesn't seem that long ago since you were here, Ciara, last, looking ahead to an All-Ireland Final, but I suppose it was last December, which is a whole lot different. The challenge looking ahead now to Meath at Croke Park on Sunday. First of all, is there surprise within the group that it's Meath, perhaps not Cork, that you were facing next week?
I wouldn't say it's unexpected. We've been keeping an eye on Meath the whole year. I think everybody has, and their victories in the league are then coming into Championship. They had good wins in their group stage, and obviously up against Armagh they showed their strength. So it's not really a shock, but I suppose you would have put your money on Cork to get over the line there. But no, we're well aware of Meath, their threats, their strengths.
Their graph is certainly upwards. I mean, winning the Intermediate Championship before, you won the Senior All-Ireland last year, winning Division 2 of the league, and here they are in a senior final. But it was the manner, I suppose, of the victory against Cork that really got people to sit up and take notice with those late goals and then into extra time.
Yeah, it's a fantastic journey, and I think anyone would like to be part of their story and have that with their team. It's a real fairy tale and something to be very proud of. But yeah, I think they just proved that you got to work hard right to the end, never give up, and it's just next ball, and Meath proved that in the dying moments against Cork.
From a Dublin perspective, it's been pretty much perfect this year in terms of you won the National League, so that was 5 games, and you've had these games in the Championship now to bring you to the All-Ireland final as well. So confidence growing match by match within the group.
Yeah, at the start of the year, our aim was to perform, to get new girls in, get them playing more regular football, for people to put their hands up. And we were kind of playing without that pressure, enjoying it, developing, and the victories kind of followed that. So that has been nice, that has been fresh, and we've just built on from there. It gave us a great platform for Championship, and it's given everybody a boost. Our morale is really, really high since the league. And I think we've our starting 15, but then the other 15 on the bench as well. Morale is high among them because anybody has a chance to come on the day.
Yeah, it's just about the 4 or 5 subs that you might have to introduce on the day there is just as important as the people that actually start the game, because of the impact that they could have when they're called upon.
Yeah, look, you want to finish with your strongest team as well as start with a strong team, and teams might have 3-4 subs that they rely on in every game, but we've girls that are disappointed. Like, you're not guaranteed to come off the bench on this team anymore, and it's probably something we haven't really had in the past. So that just shows the competition for places, that the team's in such a great place. But if you want to win All Ireland, that's what you need, and I suppose Meath kind of proved that you need to finish the game in a really strong place as well as starting it there.
There's 2 players I wanted to talk to you about in particular. One, obviously, is Hannah Tyrell. She's having an absolute fairy tale of a year since she came back, winning the league and now competing in the All-Ireland final. And the other one is, at the other end of the pitch, is Alwyn Carey as well. They're 2 players who have contributed magnificently to this year. 2 players, of course, who were not involved last year for differing reasons.
Yeah, Hannah's obviously having a great year on the pitch. A few really, really big performances in big games, and that's what you want your big players to do. But at training, she always has a smile on her face, always laughing, always joking in the dressing room, and that's what you don't see on the TV, or you don't see when you're at games. And that positive, fresh energy that she brings to training is great, and it resonates throughout the group. So her performances and matches have been really, really important, but at training she's a big boost and a big driver for the team. And you don't want people in your group dragging you down, and Hannah just drags everybody right up. And then Alwyn, obviously it's great to have her back this year. She took a year out, and she was a massive loss, and we were all kind of hoping this year that she'd come back into the squad, and she has, and slotted straight back in. Nothing's changed with her, head down, hard work, and delighted for her on her personal level that she's got the jersey, and she's a chance to retain it now for the weekend.
I mean, the thing about it is you haven't been without your injury difficulties throughout the year. I mean, you know that yourself, of course, better than most, but there's a couple of clouds, if you like, hanging over the team now coming into this final, to real big players for the team as well. So, I mean, when that happened here a couple of weeks back, I mean, everyone's heart probably sank, and, obviously wish the girls the best to get back. It'd be a huge loss, any of the 3 not to be available.
Yeah, like girls picking up injuries in training any week, it can shake a team, especially when it's maybe a big name for the team. But I don't think we were really that phased. I had that conversation with Mick that it didn't really impact our confidence or our morale or anything like that. It was, we've complete faith in everybody to do a job, and that's the strength of the squad that we have. So we weren't really phased, even though we're good at, obviously, the last day it was Carla and Eve Collins were the big girls that missed out. But look, on one hand, that's sport, that's what you have to deal with. On the other hand, that's the level we're playing at, the intensity and commitment and drive and training, the work rate. You're going to pick up knocks, whether it be in a collision or just something innocuous yourself. But that's the level we're training at, and that's what you got to take if you want to be the best. Injuries are going to happen.
There are some comparisons, I think, to maybe the hurling final last Sunday. Limerick tried, trusted, experienced, know how to win those games, which they did in style last week. Cork coming in fresh, raw, their first time for a lot of those fellas to appear in a final. It's a little bit like that now next week as well. You're the girls with the experience and the medals in your back pockets. Meath coming in, absolutely nothing to lose from.
You could have said the same before their semi-final against Cork, and look what happened. So, the hurling was one thing, and yeah, those similarities can be made, absolutely. But, we're not taking that for granted either. Limerick's success, we're not saying that we're gonna be able to replicate that. It's just down to what happens on the day, and we've got now a chance to get it right in training, prepare ourselves as best we can, and hopefully we get the performance then, and we can worry about Meath at a different stage.
Finally, I mean, you've been through this experience every year since 2014. That was your first final, and thankfully in the last few years the success has come for you and the team as well. So the week of an All-Ireland final, I mean, is it blasé to say it's like every other week? You make it as best you can, working away as you do as a teacher and whatnot? Yeah,
I suppose it's a great advantage that I've been through the preparation before, but also for friends, family, colleagues, students in school, they've been through it all before. So, that kind of dampens the hype a little bit, and that it's nothing new and it's easy to get through for everyone. Whereas, the first All-Ireland final, it was just such a massive occasion. It was very fresh and new for everybody that, you have to find your feet with that. But no, it's definitely playing to our advantage in terms of our preparation. But, we don't have any advantage over me. They've been in as finals the last couple of years as well, playing in Croke Park, same venue, same crowd. So, it's a level playing field, and that's